Let's start with the furry tank that rules the North American forests, the Grizzly Bear. You might see him in cartoons stealing picnic baskets, but in real life, he steals your soul. First, look at his back. See that giant hump of flesh right between his shoulders? That isn't fat from eating too much honey. That is a massive ball of pure muscle engineered for one thing: digging and smashing. It acts like a lever, giving his front arms super-powered strength.
This guy can lift over 500 kilograms without even breaking a sweat. That is like picking up a fully loaded motorcycle or a grand piano and throwing it over his head like it's a beach ball. And don't forget the claws. They are as long as human fingers and sharp as steak knives.
When he swings that paw, he generates enough force to crush a bowling ball into dust. Think you can run away? Think again. Despite being a giant muscle mountain, he can sprint faster than a racehorse, so he's stronger than a bodybuilder and faster than a car. If you see this giant in the wild, don't ask for a selfie and definitely don't try to arm wrestle him. He is built to dominate everything in his path, from trees to intruders. Just back away slowly and show some respect for the king of the woods. He proves that in the forest, raw power is the only law that matters. Now let's head to the dark, murky rivers of the Amazon. Meet the Green Anaconda. He isn't just a snake, he's a living, breathing rope of muscle. He's the heavyweight champion of the reptile world, weighing as much as a grand piano and growing thicker than a telephone pole. Since he has no arms or legs to punch you with, he uses his whole body as a weapon to deliver the ultimate hug. But this isn't a friendly hug. He is a constrictor. That means when he wraps around his dinner, he squeezes with 90 psi of pressure. Let me put that into perspective for you humans. Imagine lying on the floor and having a bright yellow school bus parked directly on your chest. Yeah, that is what it feels like. Every time his prey breathes out, the anaconda squeezes tighter, taking up that empty space until, well, lights out. And the strength doesn't stop there. His jaw is attached by stretchy ligaments that allow him to swallow animals wider than his own head. He can gulp down a whole deer or capybara in one sitting. He effectively hugs his food to death, then swallows it whole. Talk about a toxic relationship. He creates a trap you simply cannot muscle your way out of. All right, time to shrink down, way down. If you blink, you might miss our next champion, the Leafcutter Ant. He looks small and weak, right? Just a little bug you could squish with your thumb. Wrong. This little guy is arguably the hardest working bodybuilder on the planet. He is the definition of tiny but mighty. Watch him carry that leaf. It looks easy, doesn't it? But physics tells a different story. That leaf is 50 times heavier than his own body. And he isn't carrying it with big muscular arms, he is holding it with his jaws while hiking over rough terrain. Let's put that into human mode so you can understand how crazy this is. If you were this ant, lifting that leaf would be exactly the same as picking up a fully loaded delivery truck with your teeth, lifting it over your head, and then sprinting up a steep mountain backwards. And he does this all day long. No protein shakes, no gym memberships, no complaining about leg day. He just works. Inside those tiny jaws, there are vibrating motors that cut through leaves like a chainsaw. Humans get tired carrying 3 bags of groceries from the car. Meanwhile, this guy is carrying a van with his face. Total respect. Look up. Is it a plane? Is it a dragon? No, it is the Lord of the Rainforest, the Harpy eagle. This bird is terrifyingly huge. His wings span 2 meters wide, casting a giant shadow over the jungle floor. But we aren't here to talk about flying. We are here to talk about gripping. Look at those feet. Those aren't just bird feet. Those are hydraulic clamps designed for destruction. His claws, called talons, are actually longer than the claws of a grizzly bear. Can you imagine a bird with bear claws? Terrifying. He has a grip strength of over 50 kilograms per square inch. That sounds small. Think again. That is stronger than a Rottweiler dog biting your arm with full force. He can swoop down silently from the sky, snatch a lazy sloth or a monkey right off a branch, and carry it away into the clouds like it weighs nothing.
Most birds eat worms or seeds. This guy eats monkeys for breakfast. He is basically a velociraptor that learned how to fly. If you're a monkey sitting in a tree and you see a shadow, don't wait to check what it is. Jump.
Because once those talons lock onto you, they never let go. He rules the sky with an iron grip, proving gravity is no match for his strength. Back to the water. Enter the Swamp King, the Saltwater Crocodile. He is a living fossil. He watched the dinosaurs go extinct and said, "Meh, I'm staying." White change perfection. He is the ultimate ambush predator, armored like a tank and patient like a stone. But his real superpower is the snap. Scientists decided to measure his bite force and he almost broke the machine. It registered at 3,700 psi. Let me explain that number because it is insane. Imagine a small car falling from the sky and landing right on your lap. That is the force of his jaw snapping shut. He creates a literal sonic boom underwater when he closes his mouth that fast. Once he grabs you, he uses his massive tail to perform the death roll, spinning his body wildly to disorient his prey. It is pure chaos and power combined. He is the king of the bite. Even a great white shark would be scared to visit this dentist. His jaw is a one-way street. Once you go in, you don't come out. If you see a log floating in the water that looks at you, run. Okay, let's get relatable. He looks like us, but if we drank 500 protein shakes for breakfast and spent every day lifting boulders, the Silverback gorilla. He is the absolute king of the jungle gym. Just look at his neck. Wait. He doesn't even have a neck. It's just pure trapezius muscle connecting his head to his massive shoulders. He can deadlift almost 1,000 kilograms. That is the same as lifting 10 fully grown adult men all at the same time. If he wanted to, he could throw a family sedan across the street like a frisbee. His arms are packed with dense muscle fiber that makes our human biceps look like noodles. When he walks on his knuckles, he is supporting a body built for power. But here's the twist. He doesn't fight often. He's actually a gentle vegetarian who loves his family. He eats leaves, stems, and bamboo, and somehow builds muscles of steel. But don't let that fool you. If he gets mad and beats his chest, that sound can be heard for miles. One punch from a gorilla could shatter bulletproof glass. Note to self, don't make the gorilla angry. Eat more salad, get strong. Make way for the giant, the African elephant. In the contest of absolute strength, he is the undisputed world heavyweight champion. There is no animal on land that can push, pull, or lift more than this guy. He weighs 6 tons. That's more than a school bus. But let's talk about his most amazing tool, the trunk. You humans have about 600 muscles in your entire body. The elephant has 40,000 muscles just in his nose. It is a masterpiece of engineering. He can use it with delicate precision to pick up a single peanut, or use it to rip a whole tree out of the ground like a weed. His body can pull 9,000 kilograms. He could win a tug of war against 2 monster trucks without slipping. He is a living bulldozer. If he decides to walk through a forest, he doesn't go around the trees, he goes through them. He uses his massive tusks as crowbars to dig for water or lift heavy logs. He proves that being big isn't just about looking scary, it's about having the power to change the world around you. He is the heavyweight king. But wait, if the elephant is the biggest, why isn't he number 1? Because today we care about pound for pound power. Meet the true king of strength, the Dung Beetle. I know, he plays with poop, it's gross. But stop laughing and look at the math, because this bug is defying the laws of physics. He can pull 1,141 times his own body weight. Let's do the human scale one last time because this is the craziest stat of the day. If you had the relative power of a dung beetle, you could single-handedly pull 6 double-decker buses full of people. An elephant can't do that. A gorilla can't do that. Only this little poop roller can. He uses this godlike strength to roll giant balls of dung in a perfectly straight line, navigating by using the Milky Way galaxy stars. He's a tiny astronomer with the strength of a titan. So while he might have a smelly job, he is pound for pound the strongest creature on the entire planet. It just goes to show you don't have to be big to be a legend.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what topics or ideas you want to see next. See ya!